Everybody, it's basically confirmed now that Netflix has got its hands on Warner Brothers and have made a deal to buy them. Is this the death of cinema? But I don't know. So, while this deal is not fully through yet, it still needs some final background checks. It is basically, it's looking like it's locked in. Netflix announced it on their Instagram profile. So, Netflix has bought Warner Brothers for 82 billion, which is a lot of money. But what Netflix is getting is all of the Warner Brothers properties. So what will you guys see in the short term? Well, in the short term, I suspect that many Warner Brothers films will be on Netflix. And while they're saying that they're keeping HBO around, I don't think HBO will be kept around. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen. For the first 3 years of this deal, everything will run as usual. No, nothing will change. But as I think we get to 2028, I think that slowly Netflix will try and shut down HBO, try and move everything from HBO onto Netflix, and I think that it could be the death of cinema. Why do I think the death of cinema could be happening? Well, because Netflix don't really agree with putting films in cinemas. And so what we could be looking at, potentially, is a future where, I don't know, maybe Superman 3 is a Netflix original. Or it's in theatres, but it's only in theatres for 2 weeks, and then Netflix puts it on its system. We could be looking at James Gunn's DCU maybe becoming more of a TV show universe than a film universe. Because as we know, Netflix are all about series. So we could be getting a lot of DC shows, similar to the Marvel shows, that could be Burnout. And I think that films that Warner Brothers make could see a shorter release in cinemas, which I think would be detrimental because I think film, cinema, movies, I think they are a very important part of our culture, and I think they need to be kept forever. But I don't think Netflix likes cinema. Netflix has said at the minute that David Zaslav is set to keep working for Warner Brothers. They're going to run Warner Brothers on its own, individually, separate from Netflix. So that would mean that James Gunn is also still sticking around for DC. No films are going to be cancelled. But be prepared, folks, because while we won't see change, at least for a year and a half, I think change will be coming. And I think that we have to push back at Netflix and say, listen, we want movies to be kept in cinemas. We want good movies to be made by Warner Brothers. We don't want films just ending up on Netflix. So I think if we, as a fan base, can tell Netflix that Warner Brothers movies should stay in cinemas, I think we can save it. But guys, what do you think? Are you happy about this merger? I mean, maybe it's a good thing. A lot of people didn't want Paramount to get their hands on Warner Brothers, and a lot of people didn't want Universal to get their hands on Warner Brothers. So, do you think it's good that Netflix got them in the end? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.